Moriarty. Alright, Moriarty, what's up? Fire red, beast green. Do my eyes deceive me, or do I spy a familiar face who looked like she could do with some proper summer recreation? That's right. The sun's rays are out in full force, and so is her beloved Moonfire Faire. These days, the event doubles as free promotion for the Adventurers Guild, you know. The brave and the bold show off their heroics, and afterwards, the fair guests flock to the guild in droves to hire them. But the real star of the show is the acclaimed Eorzean Nimble Warrior course, bringing in hundreds upon hundreds of new challengers. I wonder if I'll be able to do it this year. Yeah, I'm glad. I checked that I had until, I think, like next week, so that's why I'm like, I should probably do it. At any rate, we could really use more help out there, so if perchance I've piqued your interest, I suggest you ship out to Costa del Sol and speak to our chief chaperone, Herr Maga. I remember that name, kinda. Thank you. Why is it gotta be overcast? Hello again for the however manyth year in a row. Evelith! Now there's a sight for sore eyes. Did Moriarty send you out here to lend a hand? This year, the event is shaping up to be a thrill for visitors and staff alike. Allow me to give you a brief outline of what we have planned. In case the screaming and splashing hadn't given it away, we've brought back the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course with all of its explosive challenges intact. Yay! And if the summer sun gets to be too much, grant yourself a refreshing reprieve by enjoying an icy treat or playing with the polar bears. Cute. Even better, this year we've added a little far eastern flair with these hand fans. They're called Uchiwa, and they drive away evil spirits, or so I'm told. To ensure their authenticity, we hired an expert in the art of the festival, a little Namazu fellow, to craft us 100 crates of them. And what color could be more fitting for Moonfire than bright, blazing red? Seeing as the origins of the event can be traced back to the bombard hunts of years past, I say Uchiwa are a perfect fit for the spirit of the occasion. And judging from the sizable crowds, I'm far from the only one. Did they hire Sasuke? The downside, of course, is that we presently find ourselves quite ill-equipped to manage a turnout of this magnitude. Personally, I'd like to bolster our security cadre if I can. As it stands, none of us would be able to leave our posts in the event of a serious emergency. So, given the fortuitous timing of your arrival, could I ask you to... Monster! Ah! Uh-oh. Is it a big shark again, or a giant bomb? No, a giant bomb shut down. Oh. Did she say monster? Dang it all, the people are starting to panic. Please, Evelyn, you've got to help us. I'll stay here and try to keep the crowd calm. You head north and find that woman. I'm not really dressed appropriately for security work. I thought this was going to be a day at the beach. But it's fine, it's fine. Slubby Falcon, thank you so much for the raid. How's everyone doing? Ma'am, are you alright? The monster was just here, I swear it. It was leering at me from behind that rock, making these off-kilter little motions, and then it ran off to the east. That way. All my retainers are finishing their adventures. I thought for certain it would come over here and... Ugh, I feel faint. I need to go lie down. Alright, who's causing the mischief? Who's the little monster? Oh, is it the Namazu? Ew, sweaty guest. Is it the Namazu? Namazu? Namazuzazamabu? Dang, I didn't stand a chance against that thing. What is it? You should have seen it. I was minding my own business out here, practicing my steps, when suddenly that thing showed up out of nowhere to challenge me to a dance-off. Then, after it utterly trounced me, it raced off again. Would that I could tell you where or even which direction. Although, come to think of it, I believe I saw something fall from its body. Well, it doesn't matter much to me anymore. I can hear summer's call, and it must be heeded. To the ocean with me! Whatever fell off that thing, you'll find it lying over there, if you think it will help your search. Oh, okay. Go sweat somewhere else, thank you. Scream! Dun, 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 dun. Aha! There she is! Oh, it's Botafoin. Glad as ever to see you again, Evelyn. Herr Maga told us you might be in need of urgent assistance, so here we are. And, oh yeah, Poblano. We've heard reports of a green... Oh, okay, it's green. What could that be, then? Of a green monster running amok. Have you learned aught in the way of the clue? I found... this. What it is, I don't know. It dropped something, did it? Looks to be a needle by my rec. Oh, was it a cactuar? It's obvious we're dealing with a cactuar. It's obvious we're dealing with an inebriated weaver. Surely that woman would not have mistaken a drunkard for a monster. Given that it's green in color and possessed of needles, that would suggest some type of cactuar. Cactuars in Lenosha, of all places? Surely they would struggle to survive so far removed from their native habitat of Van Allen. I am so sorry about this. Who are you? Madam Memeja. If I'm not mistaken, was it not Master Gegaruju himself who invited you out to Coastal del Sol? I don't think I've ever seen it. She might be a new character? Yes, I traveled all the way from Ulda at the summons of my friend Gegaruju. Naturally, I couldn't bear the thought of my dear pets missing out on the fun and festivities, so I brought them along with me. Oh, she's some rich heck and has like a menagerie, and she brought her exotic animals to the beach. Not for a moment did I ever think they would act out like this. You have my deepest apologies. They were perfect angels when we stopped to see Gegaruju. He even gave them treats. But the moment I stepped away for a drink, they went mad, and poor Gegaruju couldn't rein them in. By the time I got back, they were gone. I swear to you, this has never happened before. Well, that would certainly explain how a cactuar ended up in Lenosha. Regardless, if your pets pose a danger to the fairgoers, we may have to subdue them. By force. No, please! I've raised them since they were pups. They'd never hurt a fly. Oh. I don't fancy the prospect myself, but what other option is there? Given that the Moonfire Faire would have no venue were it not for Master Gegaruju, I'd obviously prefer if we didn't upset a dear friend of his. Yes, termination should be a last resort. Let us first attempt to capture them. A sensible plan. Should things turn violent, it would only frighten the attendees. This calls for a more subtle approach. Just the three of us, perhaps. Indeed, I would see the situation sorted swiftly that we might return to the fair. Yeah, we gotta get a Pokeball or two. If we work quickly, we may manage to find it before it escapes the bounds of Costa del Sol. Thus I propose we split up. Evelyn, my friend, will you search the west side of the islands? Poblano and Momeja. Where could it have gone? You'd think a cavorting cactuar would be hard to miss here in Lenosha. They're gone, they're gone, they're gone! My babies are gone! Ah, I think I found it. Wait, is that a... Who gave the cactuar some liquor? Huh? That thing's just going crazy. Did you find something? Or did you not see it? It appears she did, but how are we going to capture it? I've never seen a cactuar look so dangerous. Is it just me, or is it radiating an aura of pure malice? Grrr. I've never seen the poor thing like this, either. Come to think of it, Gagaruju told me it seemed to him as though they were possessed. In that case, perhaps the aura is an evil spirit. If only we could purify it somehow. Perhaps an Uchiwa would help. What that thing needs is an exorcism. Oops. Of course! In the Far East, they use Uchiwa to ward off evil spirits, right? Maybe our festival fans would work. In that case, allow me to do the honors. Look at that smug. That's a big fan. Evil spirit, be gone! Uchiwa washoi! Oh wait, I think I added an extra. Don't worry about it. Ta-da! Yes! Well, that was easy. Shall we head back for drinks? Terribly sorry to interject, but I think there's been a misunderstanding. Is that not her pet? That's only one of my dear cactuars! I'm still missing the other 6! Ah, I see. I do appreciate you finding cacti, of course, but I'm worrying about Cactillo and Cactina and Cactistifer? Wait, so when you said pets, you brought 7 cactuars to Lenosha? Cactistifer? It is concerning, then, that we scoured every inch of the island and only found one. It appears we'll have to take our search to the mainland. Very well, let us take up our Uchiwa and find these cactuars, that we might ease them of their torment. Dun 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 dun. She's cute. Dun, 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 dun. Uchiwa shoi! You have learned the emotes. Yay! 6 more? Oh, I'm glad to have Cacti back, and Hail of Mine to boot. Those fans are sure to work their magic on the rest of my dearies. Festival Fan Frenzy. Da, 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 da. I take it you're ready to begin. In that case, let us review our objective. First, we must seek out these cactuars. As soon as one is located, placate it with a gust from your Uchiwa, then bring it back here. You, my friend, are in charge of searching the southwestern cliffside. Alright, we go. What do you mean? I have several fans. Poblano! Nothing over here. Could you check a little further south? Sure. Washoi! See? We got multiple fans. I spy with my kitty eyes a cactuar dancing by the balls. Let's just move on. Washoi! Uchi washoi! They did this on purpose. They did this on purpose! The cactuar appears to have snapped out of it, whatever it may have been. Why? Why? Eager for your company, it walks right up to you, allowing you to grab it. Yoink! Alright, where are you, little scamp? The cactuar is dancing like a plant possessed, but refreshing. Uchiwa shoi ought to do the trick! Whoosh. Whoosh. The cactuar appears how to snap out of it. Yep. Welcome back. I don't suppose you found any cactuars. Yes. And that brings us to 7. Excellent. We're done. And now that that's over with, I think I'll grab myself a drink and find a nice vantage point. Preferably somewhere in the shade. Oh, take me with you. I've been dying for a drink. Gosh, I could use a drink too. Dun, 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 dun. At last, the crisis is well and truly averted. Now I can return my focus to what matters most, ensuring a spectacular time is had by all. Seeing as Herr Maga still needs a status report, could I ask you to see to that? No. I mean, sure. This really was a short set of sim quests. Welcome back, Evelyn. It seems you had the cactuar crisis well in hand. You've done your part to keep the peace, and for that, I thank you. Now, what's this I hear about a malicious aura? Efficacy of the Uchiwa aside, I'd rather like to get to the bottom of this, lest we suffer the same problem next year. I just wanted to report that the pet cactuars are resting safely away from the main festivities. I asked another chaperone to keep an eye on them. I cannot apologize enough for the trouble I caused. Yes, well, I am glad to have this matter settled quietly. My lovely ladies were quite frightened. Oh my gosh, this little shit. That being said, speaking as one who has seen his share of dancers, your pets have star potential, my dear Memeja. He's such a creep. God. Truly. Not because he thinks that... Just in general, like, his whole vibe and aura. Truly, perhaps I should have them formally trained. You're not seriously going to encourage that behavior, are you? Lest you forget, it was pure coincidence that we found a peaceable solution through the use of our Uchiwa. Were something like this to happen again, that luck may not hold. Surely you don't mean... I've learned my lesson, I swear it! As soon as we're home, I'll ensure they're trained to stay at my side at all times. That's all I ask. Incidentally, did you notice anything that might have served as the catalyst to their cavorting? No, I'm afraid not. I was away at the time, you see. I thought it quite strange myself. One moment they were downing their wine like sailors, and the next it was as though they were possessed by some manner of wicked spirit. I was right. He has a spirit, all right. They were drinking wine, my lord. And what a fine vintage it was. I was delighted to be in like-minded company. Oh, the great conversation we could have had if only they could speak. He's such a... Memeja, I can't believe I'm asking this. But is wine safe for cactuars? How should I know? I've only ever given them the finest spring water from the mountains of Kurthis myself. So they were just drunk. Puh, they barely had a cupful each. And besides, God, like a glass of wine will hit me. And besides, it's not like I poured the stuff down their throats, did I? Alright, look, perhaps sharing a bottle wasn't the best of ideas, but how was I to know they couldn't hold their drink? Personally, I'm just glad the mystery's been put to rest, and seeing as Memeja's learned her lesson, I dare say we won't be seeing a repeat of this incident. Well, just in case someone else gives wine to some other cactuars, I'll be sure to let the chaperone team know to reach for an Uchiwa rather than a weapon. That would be much appreciated, Poblano. Now, let us return to the festival. The Adventurers Guild won't promote itself, you know. As for you, Evelyn, on behalf of the entire chaperone team, I thank you. Enjoy the remainder of the event, and don't be a stranger, alright? Woo! Glad to see things have settled back into the usual rhythm around here. You'll be sticking around, I hope. The fun's only just begun. What do we got? What do we got? It's probably just fireworks and stuff. Yep. Wait, what is that last one? Oh, tabletop. Would I ever use these? I don't know. I'll buy 2.